just like I said, no, Nami Yuri on per se on Rezi Yemba Wahase. We wanted to have kids, but per se yen pano more a better nationality. Wow. So that was the main plan. The plan said Sebeba Hase na ya woba na ya kobaka. It's fine, but any means I yemba no umbenya better opportunity na ye shweshwenti.
Omo admit no. And also more accept no. Na yesa obetimi the wife aba. Because wife was also no go school.
Inti I had the option of applying a loan. In that case, no, I don't have to show a lot of funds. So the dependent on show additional funds. Depending on the university, you have to show additional $5,000, $6,000 for the first year of your stay. We decided no semi-year or apply later. Bet to me, ahano kakra because of the English level. The English level share very high. It's good to say you apply it together. So we applied. I added her name and we applied together.
This Airbnb in Dansoman Estates, Accra, is only $40 a day and offers all the amenities for a comfortable stay. It is also conveniently located 30 minutes away from the airport. We also have 1 and 2 bedroom apartments for long-term rental at Ingleshi, Amamprum, 15 minutes to the Wedge Toll Booth and the West Hills Mall, going for 1,500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis only. Call Parry Group on 053-866-3532, 053-866-3532. This is Parry Group of Companies.
DHW 1642 Concord Plain Turbo Intercooler. Engineer back 16. Daily also worldwide. You hear internet. And then many time from America. Branton and Minnie in common. From Ghana to Ecuador, from Ecuador to America. Yankee. Rabbit any journey. But I'm saying, and the Ecuador experience no be share more because the amete no as Ecuador no watch kakra. Before I be share say no mama ndam sponsors say Delight House Akoko mo UK mo fa mani nchire Afro shop bia ope Delight House Akoko, Delight Bo Fruit, Delight Kose, Delight Sobulo kamapa. So UK kwa dia oko Afro shop bia kasa ohwehwe Delight Foods. Delight Foods no de me bobo so nyina no obenye bi ato kama pa Delight House Akoko ko na ko pebi na to ejuma pasa be nkan chemo say requesters mo akwantu especially uhia artisans na se tiler, painter, plumber, steel bender, electrician, carpenter, auto repairs ni ade na omo hia requesters inti so we requester and one say obeko app no so omo mobile app no ko Play Store ni App Store na search for ejumapa uko na search ejumapa o download the app and also come website www.ejumapa.com uko requester or request here baby your project ni wo bia no ejumapa say you are covered o menye obi na obeye amount because bia wa send sika dia ba fi say ma your bukata ni ade ejumapa say yes from contact your request o menya artisans no ma be we ejuma na ma mun download the tap send no person money sika be fie brebusuafo a o download ya no an se bibisa udin na udin a share ho de bi so promo code a share so na type SVTV promo code SVTV o send sika na ba beto mobile wallet wo Ghana said then skolom into download the tap send more Europe, Canada, US and the UK no mun download the tap send. Airbnb apartment wo down so man any English man from near West Hills Mall, Parry Group of Companies. I mean, Ganjamo says, "See a hotel boy a ding." And he said, "Wabagana, omo Airbnb apartment. 3-bedroom, fully furnished. Dance man. No oko bibia bi ho bibia ho air condition, kitchen, washing machine, iron, bibia bi ho. Inti $40 a night. Inti uhia dance man there na. And I just say, obitimi afre Paris group of companies. As soon as English amount from no, 1 and 2 flats. And for long-term rental, until obitimi afro mo. Our numbers, Paris group of companies numbers here, 053 866 3532. My numbers now show screen so obitimi afre Paris group of companies. Unya Airbnb from CCR. Ben, me mo akwa boko there.
Boko nyana bibia boko ase.
Nice one. America to say.
Yeah, you go so see you be landing tea. Yeah, Aba fresh. Johnny just come.
Aba fresh. I see.
Aye.
Ben, Ufri Ghana Ache.
Ache.
Be how many years in Free Ghana?
Be 5, a little bit over 5 years.
5 years.
2019.
Okay.
2019.
And now they call Ecuador, right?
America, Ecuador. Aye.
Okay. You remember back to according to Munkomo, but you ain't saying Free Ghana. I mean, let's say 5 years ago, back in Ghana. Now we then we jume bi na say uko school bi na say now we then and then I buy out 2 coin call Ecuador.
Okay. Wede me chamuni na me
Yeah,
feature anyede nti.
Ebe period.
Aye. Nti me call Legon, UG Legon.
Okay.
Ohono mission economics and Spanish. Ti me combined majors way.
Oh.
Nti
Why
me
Spanish? I don't know how Spanish.
the true story say UG omode mami. Nti me na me a business student. Pese me accounting, business, banking. Omo mami economics and omode Spanish in the religious studies me carry, but me drop here no.
Okay.
Nti at first na me pese me have a Spanish now, but me family are more motivating me. Said no, just take it, Nti at the end no, now I came to love the Spanish more than my economics. The economics no there now I was just passing through. I spent more time in Spanish department. Nti me graduate year 2017. And I'm here me national service UG campus teaching assistant. Spanish department. Nti na me boa professors no me tried here. And I'm here me side job, side gigs, Spanish translation and Spanish teaching. And I'm here no almost a year. Omo name
Wow.
UG campus no me be me business by friend Rapidemic delivery into year delivery service at UG campus hall.
Wow.
Yeah, into that was the story. Right after me graduate here, I continued working, teaching, freelance translator, interpreter, and then I'm here because now Spanish na masya and mitumika, but not as fluent as now. In Ghana, no, if you speak some level of Spanish, you are good to go.
Okay. But language Spanish now so language we school side as in school rather than ABI muka say street one any there no. School you no no but out me flow normal as in ABI the way you English but school no we other languages inside out me flow normal.
Yes.
And I just all mingle with people on the street and out turning on the street near there. Which is which?
Okay. School studying of language there for 2 main reasons. First one is about certification. Second one is you get more practical experience because who study not just to speak but for exams. Who was that pressure? It's your oral exams. It say speaking no, prepare. And this experience no, I don't know about anya a good foundation. Me wo adamfo for bebra omo year abroad. I was Spain and Cuba, but manya sa opportunity nti me 4 years of studies on my
Wow.
own, practicing with friends without traveling abroad. Now you're very tired because we're down for more about from year abroad. I'm cancer. I'm experienced. I'm more confident. Then Ebwami was I was very active in the Spanish club. Into yeta year programs, yeta invitee, embassies for no. So I was more active and mommy a lot of experience and exposure.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yɛnhwɛ o raise point bi wɔ ha na ɛyɛ na meka biribi saa ɛyɛ na ebi mu fi sɛ o me deɛ de biara no me woka biribi aba wokɔ school ne adeɛ no wo set up business. Yɛnhwɛ no saa idea ne ba ne sɛ na how was it because wohwɛ Ghana ha se a yɛmu bebree no ɛyɛ na yɛntumi ndwen outside the box.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Fa bibi nka deɛ ɛyɛ ho anaasɛ sɛ yɛbɛtumi create biribi no
Yeah.
yɛnyɛ saa. Yɛmba in terms of student school for who's now also a student, but the idea of the buy as in delivery now so be no. When the team who man one your own research down says how the baby count.
Okay. Out of a need I present here. The Okanya Yam Papa took me to Ecuador me who say, I mean, Ghana, no, we are sleeping, if I should say. Students, no, we are sleeping. Student for Muye Juma, whilst they are studying, is very common, I say, Ecuador. So I was like, Ghana, we're really sleeping because so the majority are dedicated to your studies. When I was in my last year, no, na me wɔ bicycle nti na me wɔ ɛnyɛ Hillary man merefi those new halls no merefi the last one merefi but I was there and it was quite far from main campus lecture halls nti na me use bicycle and I me call department and madam for ben mami bike na me nkoto ade rapido. Me tadi mam some call cantina muta mami orders ubra to we mami now me say it is very necessary. I created the idea, I had a business plan, I shared it with people and I'm more motivating me. The next plan, yes, I had to buy bicycle until me to 10 bikes and I me paint it a green. Who call Facebook ube campus rapidemic. And me down for no more we lunch. It was very nice. It was very solid, well organized. Me refin campus registrar hosite say may register business now campus. But I see it's not possible because they don't have special lane for bikes. Until I just continue with the business underground, continue. And Ebuamipa, it helped me, it opened my mind, my business thinking mind. I helped a lot of young boys because the target employers know street boys, because Zongo, Miko, Legon Street Hall. And I got young JHS boys, they wanted to work, which I gave them employment. And that mentality, it's stuck in my mind. Meanwhile, I had plans of, furthering, becoming a lecturer. I wanted to be a Spanish lecturer and I was also doing my underground plans to travel. So
Wow.
that was campus.
I see. So why Ecuador? There are so many countries so and also say then the buyer would choose Ecuador.
Question with the manya bebre Ecuadorians so muta visami. Into me investigation. Spain, when says Spain there was out of my range because of the visa application process. Up to now, no, the person in Spain, I visited Spain, but back then my resources wasn't enough to apply for visa. Until my concentration shifted to South America because South America countries bebree wɔ hɔ a ɔmo ka Spanish. Out of the 12 countries, only Brazil a ɔmo ka Portuguese. Nti na meyɛ investigation Spanish country a ɔmo ka very neutral Spanish. Wokɔ Colombia, wokɔ Venezuela, mo Spanish yɛ fast, style visa. Nti I wasn't attracted to go there. Now I got two options: Mexico and Ecuador, and Bolivia. Bolivia no me checking on economy. You say the economy is is just like Ghana, or maybe Ghana might even be better. I don't know. I haven't been there. It wasn't in my book list. Me checking Mexico. Mexico had a very good economy, good teaching pay, but visa application process too was also a factor. And I'm checking Ecuador. You say Ecuador, I'm use US dollars. That's the official currency. So that was very attractive. And Spanish or Quito, yeah, very neutral. Very neutral. And I decided to go in for, and I didn't need nami here. And here said me apply for visa at the Ecuador back then in 2019. Everything was just smooth and clear for me to go to Ecuador.
I like the fact that we use the word they say we are research, and finally we decided say aha na obeko. Na me can say the bia has a bebre na yem finding out yem pay information yem pay say be gather information ti nim bebre ye ko ye say obi say atesem yes say awono wohwɛ saa countries wɔ mu nyinaa na wohu sɛ wei na wohu sɛ aha na ɛbɛboa wo nti wokɔ hɔ right okay nti yɛntie woyɛ w'adwene sɛ wobɛkɔ no is it like wo apply school anaa sɛ wokɔ school wokɔ kurom straight na wakɔ starte biribia wɔ hɔ
okay nti na me wɔ family friend a yɛfrɛ no Dora go so Colombia okay. Very, very popular figure in Colombia, Ecuador, Latin America. Or motivating me say ben bra Gigana and I who can Spanish into wow. But Colombia was not part of my list because of the visa also. Into me apply here. Once I decided Ecuador was the point, me apply here with ISEC. Let me say what ISEC. They used to be very popular back then with exchange programs. Into the guy be my contact with someone in ISEC. Yes, you share countries or share program or Ecuador. Me apply it to that program. I paid just a very small amount. I think back then I don't know if it was 100 cedis or 200 cedis. And Omo accepted me, Omo invitation letter. And I'm me here because I don't need visa, just invitation letter. And an invitation letter must say I'm taking care of my housing, my feeding, and that was all I needed. Wow. And I made a flight ticket.
Yeah, 5 years ago, we could do Ecuador. Okay. Story from Ukoduho.
The main problem was with the flight ticket. Nani boy, ding. Na me contact with me friend ding. Or see, but want me with cheap flight. Oh, me trust can say or the contact guy or your flight or anyway miles net on flight. I trusted on the person and I see your flight are you ready? First ube call Tanzania ube PM call I think to Colombia straight in a what say Ecuador. Me call Tanzania. I must see flight ticket no a bouncing. Me did Tanzania for 2 weeks. I come for Bisami and me catch them say, oh, tourism, tourism or side. But na me bre, because we're fighting for flight, looking for flights. Nothing was working, so now I spent a lot of money in Tanzania. I made good contacts though, Until I had to go back to Ghana. Imagine say what crowd be oh me ko abrocho, bye bye. And 2 weeks later you are back in Ghana. What happened? So yeah, that was really difficult for me. But we're still struggling. And I Nipano see for flights echo Brazil ticket no you're very cheap from Brazil or obesi or Ecuador. I need to apply for Brazil visa. Fortunately, now my contact here. Now all year Juma or Brazil embassy. She was my former teacher, teaching assistant. Me trying to say this is my situation. I just want to go to Brazil. And Obama me a visa to Brazil. Very, very quick. 1 week and manya visa. And me turn me flight with cash at the airport. I see no with the other ticket no active. Active into so do Brazil ube use the other ticket nipa no ato mami. And me say okay fine. You turn ticket no go Brazil ticket no bouncy from Brazil to Ecuador so you see I see what bouncing. To Brazil for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I'm for before me I may catch them say, oh, tourism. But now yeah, bro. Eventually, no, I had to use my credit card, my debit card, sorry, and I made Tommy on flight from Brazil to Ecuador. And this was the struggle I went through. I spent a lot of money. My advice is say, person yeah, dear, go the right path. Go the right path. You might think you are saving money, but at the end, you might end up losing more money than you thought. So, I don't know hear me advice.
Yentie, ukodu Ecuador, yentie life.
Ecuador, things were easy for me because now me can Spanish. I can Spanish. Ecuadorians normally are very nice, but on the first sight, are very racial. So, who first, a black guy. Because a black Afro community, they have these negative perceptions. Until someone who say, oh, you're black guy, hey, almost true, Robbie, but when they get to know you, you're not Ecuadorian, who come from, you'll be their family member. To that you know about me, now me in a university, the exchange program, to me your contact. 1 week later, me side English teaching jobs. It was easy for me. To me, we me program no, a family took me in. I was paying $60 rent, living with the family. It was very cheap because I was living in Quito. Tell about me pa na me day. Me savings. But back then they were paying me. I was working full time. I'm more exploiting me, baby. I know the ampa because now me need crata. I wasn't having a legal papers to work, just my passport. I was working in an English institute. Omo contracting me full time. Na me juma more than 10 hours, so 10 hours. And how much me basic salary in Ecuador. And a basic salary in Ecuador no year $440. Back then no na sikapa. Back then it was good money if you convert it to Ghana. And I wasn't spending much, so I know about me me savings. But I knew I was learning. Yeah, Canberra for Ghanaians, Nigerians, the English speaking Cameroonians, or Ecuador, Latin America. Opportunities to make money is just teaching. That's the main chance. One. And you just have to prepare yourself, build yourself, and sell yourself. To me, experience with the first institute, I started applying to big institutes, to universities. And fortunately, I got accepted. One. Got accepted in a big university for part-time. I'm on my own full-time. And I worked my papers out. It's another story that took took years, took a long time, but finally in my papers are, you know, I started working legally.
Wow. Ecuador money ne Brazil money ade no dodo na ayete ho no. Into 2 for no more fa no ma fa ko fa almost person ko US no ma ko fa ni nemu ko pie US. I mean, what's na equal do no Ghana for a ho. As in omo ba ho so mo so mbe hasa na so mo ba ho so mo betwe ma fa wako US. What's na ho? And as idea na mba utrim.
Okay. Nti Ecuador here to say gateway to USA because almost security check no instead and yet to say Colombia. Ecuador mun tata usa. You can live peacefully without papers in Ecuador. But about 80% of your black friends, your black brothers, Ghanaians, Nigerians, and other countries, Amore, Ecuador, no, the main idea is to go to USA. Main plan. Na me wa adamfo for bebre. Some of them are doing real good here. Real good. Na me nisa idea. But I think say if I continued being single since I came for a longer time, I might have considered that idea. A year later, on my arrival, na me shami, my now wife, oye Ecuadorian, no, oye Fiero,
Okay.
oye Fiero, na ono so person onko USA pa, but through the road wasn't part of her plans. I took that off my mind. So our focus was in a different direction. But yeah, brothers, Vibria, Mufa Saruta, Mokapio, USA.
Wow. Nti oba no na because osuro kwan no so no be so ko US but osuro kwan no so nti no. Ono na oma also sa de ni tifi we ni so. Yemfa
Exactly.
kwan no tifi we ni so.
Exactly.
Enye sa pa de anka also befa kwan so.
And yes, like I'm sure. I'm sure because me close friend, me friend Diba or Dakota, yeah, very good, making good money. Wanyani krata, okoye na wuba Ecuadorian child. Nti ono in a year in the bar of 2 years or 1 year so omufa kwan so. And they are doing very good. I really admire him. I mean, he was a good motivation. Nam pese mi fa me nyama namako, but my wife na on to me.
Omo ho asetena te saying because oka say time na wo ye adwuma na wo hwe rent na wo tua na wo ye adwuma no cost of living ho asetena te saying place bi obetimi atena abobra yi.
Yes.
And I say just antu month ya.
No, Ecuador a place uti hoa uye determined ubeye you make it. You make it. Me were friends some medical doctors traveling to USA and yem omo plan. Omo ba recently US omo US visa. Omo ba for tourism and they are going back to Ecuador. They are doing fine. Omo your doctors, omo your teachers, professional level nothing. Omo what's that plan? Ebimu omo ni a lot of professional background. Well, Tiebia omo just JHS and Bibisa that is very easy for them to take that decision. But who are good professional, to say medical doctors, you wouldn't be really motivated because you have good groundings. In my case, now me a teacher, now me bought a juma 3 jobs. We bought 3 jobs over Ecuador. And I was making good money. By God's grace, yeto down over Ecuador. And right now it's on rent. See, if you are in Ecuador, you can make it. If you are determined.
Ecuador dying no boarding. Also motor dying Ecuador dying no boarding.
It depends on the place. Now here Quito, your capital city. Okay. Here apartment building, residential apartment building. Nani boy in kakra, but I mean not as compared to US.
Wow. Inti emfa ni say o dying na o to say no. How many bedrooms are there cost saying?
2 bedrooms, our balcony, and our kitchen, hall, and living room. 2 bathrooms. It cost almost 85,000 dollars. That's price range.
Oh,
But yeah,
oh,
the mortgage na to
wow, wow. Aside ejuma asɛm ne wei no, ɔmo ankasa no, den na ɔmo yɛ wɔ ɔmo ejuma yɛ den, ɔmo lifestyle, kuro no mu ankasa yɛ, ohun a ɔmo yɛ okay anaasɛ ɔmo yɛ poor.
Ecuadorians okay, they don't like traveling. They don't like traveling because they are use the US dollars. Ecuador is only Latin America country. Okay, South American country use the US dollars. It doesn't really affect them when we are crying in Ghana. Ecuador, they are cool because the dollars is good for them. Until lifestyle, the cost of living here is very low, very very low. And if you fight for a good profession or good certification, you can make good life here. A more good tourist attraction site. Among the major ones, the Galapagos Island, Nipa Bebre Baha said, Yankee for Mubaha Bebre. If you have a good groundings, you can make it here. The only problem is near language, no. Language, no. That discourages a lot of brothers. Meaning Ghanaians were have Bebre 16 years. Muti Ecuador has say, but Spanish no share and good one.
ɛne na ɛyɛ problem no yɛ nkurɔfoɔ no bebree naa no yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛsua biribi a yɛbɛkɔ no kuro no a yɛkɔ so no yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛsua ɔmo language na wansua ɔmo language na wobɛyɛ den afete ntu
Exactly.
sɛ wansua ɔmo kasa na because kasa na ɔmo ka
See, ampa.
sɛ borɔfo no ɔmo nka koraa wɔ hɔ hardly sɛ wobɛhyia obi a ɔka borɔfo
Studied because Latin America second language is Spanish. Yeah, English, sorry. And Nipa Bebre almost for job, for better job position, Usias English or Hasea. They are good to go. So Nipa Bebre is but it's not common. It's not common. Spanish is
Wow.
one of the Latin America country more low English speaking level. Ecuador has it.
I see. Okay, 5 years out now. Also, Koshia or wife. I mean, the abu on is out Spanish. I think the communication here there the problem.
Aye. It was much easier. It was much easier.
But what you be a foreigner, which yeah, wife or how person only 19 I mean, how was it? Foreigner no about
I have said Nipa Bebre they are available to mingle and to explore. Omuhu ebimu omuhu ye Canberra for to say I'm afraid gringos to say bidini nti Canberra for it attracts most of them as a factor to get in touch with you. And there are different kinds of people. Okay. Me, I was very fortunate, Minya Miyuri, because she's a very God-fearing person. Her lifestyle is not like a normal Ecuadorian lifestyle. So, she stands out for me. Who can Spanish? Sorry, who can Spanish? Makes like this. But me what done for me? Guy be a Ghanaian. No, worry to Colombian. I was say Ecuador. Ni year now auntie brofo bebre, but I don't know how they were able to communicate. Well, everybody in their story, but you can get a good person. Ebimusu, I don't know if because of the papers enter into marriage. I don't know a lot of guys like that. Meaning guy be a nonya Ghanaian or a different African country. Or enter into that to worry obia, but I have some years strict. Worry say untina ha 2 years. Answer na mama okrata. Ti nigga na oye irregular. Ni krata expire ti opese onya by all means. Must say there's on 22 years and I say on paper country now also rim.
Wow. This hustle.
Unya Bansua, you can apply with the name of your child, but I think after a period of time, after a period of time, and after a period of time, me minimum be a wo bawa hase, but I mean the nationality on yaye. It takes a period of time. It takes a period of time.
Your countries be ha unyomo resident permit and also unyomo nyama meka nyama say like unyomo krata ni ade a utimi call countries bi mo. Ecuador there.
Ecuador, the Ecuador passport there. I'm sorry to say, but you better say Ghana passport because I bet me work some countries over Europe without visa. I bet me about work I transit in a lot of countries without visa. Yeah, Ghana passport see pese yenko nami wo we Ecuador na ye pese yen visit Ghana. Me name yiri. But na ni boy din. Nami here say may apply for transit visa, Schengen visa or Europe. Even transiting in Colombia no. Your passport no emboye. And to me transit or Colombia. Only have transit.
Okay say mboya as you say.
It say un apply for visa. To me fan call ye transit sa. This ya na ye wo dan for bebre a omo lucky wo Colombia ye bounce omo. To me nye transit in about Colombia. Even in Panama before bet me now you can't with just the Ghana passport. So. But Seukra Ecuadorian passport, bet me most countries, visit most countries, transit in most countries without a lot of wahala, you know. And yes, some
Na
advantages.
sisi a wo ware wo a ono wife wo no how long na be take you ansa na san komo ma omo nyama ti say omo passport and visa your countries be obi ane dey be beka just say 10 years if you beka just say yes be Ecuador on how many years
Ecuador had 2 years after you do the court marriage or the civil wedding. I'm afraid no has saying it's registered in the civil registry. You have 2 years before you can apply for the nationality.
now who worry how many years then
Upon 2 years, 2 years and June, April, May, June, July, August. 2 years, 4 months.
into apply
Into you apply answer na year two coin. And lady no see say yenye interview no in December or her side. But ye pana say oh you question day or US ye be samba but so bet my ye interview no answer. So they considered us in a more year interview for the nationality. It's in Miami interview. I'm be frame ya namakwako yewe ceremony. I don't know when, but in a couple of months. Mesako minimum ye besako Ecuador ako ye yeah ceremony.
yeah US idea ne ba ne saying I say o pese o wife in best obefa form so why you so best obefa form nti any means ben e pese ye de ko is it school is it then yenti means
Okay.
o yeah the saying na ultimately call US no
Okay. Into just like I said, no nami yiri on pese on Rezi Yemba Wahase. We wanted to have kids, but pese yen pano more a better nationality. Wow. So that was the main plan. The plan said Sebeba Hase na ya woba na ya kobaka. It's fine, but any means I yemba no umbenya better opportunity na ya shushuenti. Yeah, weigh your options. Okay, one option is apply with a tourist visa. Eba has no. But with a tourist visa no. I'm afraid baby amuye say omuba from Ecuador omuba USA. 5 months omuba yejuma. Now go back to Ecuador. Because omu create tourist visa. Unto me stay here more than 6 months. Till now, Masa go back or USA, or Moya Juma. people are doing that. That was one of the plans, but we didn't consider that as a good option. And the next option was with studies. Wow. And me, she doesn't want to continue studying. She had a tough time graduating from the university, so it wasn't up. So it was all on me. And I had options of studying Spanish to become a Spanish lecturer or continue with my field. Now me a English teacher. I have say our university or institute. And that was the option we looked at. I applied to 4 schools. Now make sure schools they didn't charge application fees. They had a waiver. I was looking at certain conditions, and 2 universities was my option. Okay, my current university and another one, but second one no. 2 universities. I'm gonna be TOEFL English proficiency. Until me throw my letter say, oh, me a Ghana, me a Ghanaian, me native language is English, blah blah blah. I'm mommy waiver untia. Until the other university they be on year exam now present certificate. My current university, I'm gonna say, okay, fine. I'm gonna hear me interview just to check my English speaking until I'm gonna waive me. So I didn't have to pay and take any English certification. Until I went through the application process, I'm accepted me. I'm me partial scholarship, and we went ahead with the visa application process.
Wow. So that means uno admit uno and also accept uno. Na yes obetimi the wife aba. Because wife just also no go school.
Until I had the option of applying a loan. In that case, no, I don't have to show a lot of funds. So the dependent on show additional funds. Depending on the university, a bit more you have to show additional $5,000, $6,000 for the first year of your stay. We decided no semi-year or apply later. But to me, no kakra because of the English level. The English level share very high. It's good to say you apply together. So we applied.
Wow.
I added her name and we applied together.
Wow, I see. Okay, on your admission, no, or your application, ni bibia no. So we call interview near there. How was it? Was it anything difficult?
For the visa, no, no.
Yeah, I don't go interview.
Oof, I know, yeah, deadly. Until you apply, you do your DS 160. Once at school, no, approve you, no. Say, okay, this is the. Say on submitting forms we are school. Say, this is how you sponsor. You would fund the rest of your tuition aside the scholarship they give you, no. Until you apply that, they give you a document called a I-20 document, no. With that, no, it's almost certain say mbema visa, no. Until you apply you call interview. With student visa, no, the interview date is just weeks. In Ecuador, no, like 3-4 days, 5 days, you can get an interview. The interview line, no, you'll be scared. You will be scared because you like deserve the visa. Because have you traveled to a different country? And I'm say no. Sorry, today is not the day for your visa. Visa denied. See, now it's really scary. Now yes, Europe, but we were confident. Because I'm on for baby. I'm deny you. Tourist visa. Majority are tourist visa. We're just 2 people we observed there. Apply for student visa, they denied them. But mostly those who were denied were tourist
Na
applicants.
just omo embassy no ho the pressure ni ho kra won. O go 5 days na afro. When your appointment date.
Aye. Ecuador has it there.
Be local base. Apply this year 20, you know, back 2026. Jay.
But I don't know, and also it happens here, but with a tourist visa. Tourist visa, no, me you apply for tourist visa, answer and you apply for student visa, and your appointment date you apply a year ago, and your appointment date here next year, February, until 1 year, 2 months duration. Tourist visa they touch or has sense, but student visa they give it priority.
Any day, oh, for school, the school, no.
Uh-huh.
Some more content because school no bet me a close school no
Exactly.
bet me can't, so I understand. Okay,
Mm-mm.
and yenti finally no, I'm gonna be sanima only obano.
Uh-huh. When just to end the visa interview process now. Before year interview no, 8 people. Mami no denied. Tina yesro. Na yesro. Yedru yesro. Very calm. Questions no, just some few questions. What are your plans when you come back after your studies? And person who say you are going to come back. Well, nti nyɛ sɛ wobɛte hɔ forever. And we had a good groundings. Yɛfie no ɛwɔ yɛ din nti me yere yɛ Ecuadorian. Yɛaware nti all these things have helped us with solid groundings. Well, so it didn't take long on my visa no. And yɛtɔn flight. We bought our flight immediately because the flight tickets were going high. Na yɛapie wɔ ha sei. Nti
Wow.
yɛahyɛ a new journey. We came here a week ago, almost 2 weeks.
Oh, I see.
Aye.
Moving to the US, is it like oh no wife require some copy baby rent and say hostel be and say then?
Nti was student campus, and I was student off campus, and I was additional personal searched campus accommodation. Off student campus no omo accept couples because enye me nkwa say me nkwa dey let me accept me. The price is reasonable. Off campus bebre so almost only students, single room, single occupant. And it was a little bit tough for us because say baby rent nkwa. So we buy the Airbnb buy for 4 days, 4 nights. With the idea say you be apply, you better cheap na ya free ya course. Nti no buy pa. This is ya baby be call for a long take her for long stay. So that was our strategy.
Ben yet go do America so far, uko enche America otiti a man for struggle ye pese remu bi ye pese e ba o ye man for perform ebi mu nam ha ebi mu nam nsuo so ye bounce bi ebi so nye bi ni ade. I mean, to do all the kakra we uko enche ba America no America say.
Okay, me experience one. Now the first week Yedru has first couple of days we were a little bit frustrated because me yere document no onto me near Juma legally because Obate said dependent. Me met me Juma our campus first year. Second year no met me Juma our off campus but related to my studies. Into a time of a Juma no you're limited because I'm a student. To all these things no a frustrating till na under the table nyama ye betimi. We were a little bit frustrated because omo far from no ebe no. Within a couple of days, they will give them a document to start working. But your case is different.
So omo koto we are ready.
Aye. But in the meantime, no.
Omo koto atia lawyer kai ti o re so mu ye juma.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'm going to make a juma fast. Your case, no, you want to make a juma fast with any legal documents.
She has a plan, a secret mission filled by gratitude and affection. She chooses her mother's favorite breakfast, Delight Foods, House Sakoko, a harmonious blend of flavors crafted with care and devotion. the taste of tradition and comfort. In that moment, their connection deepens, a bond strengthened by a shared experience. Delight Foods House of Cocoa, a delicious breakfast made with care and love in just 2 minutes.
And yes, unless we get under the table stuff for hunting, a little bit frustrating your side, but we are still perseverant. US there, US. I mean, a land of opportunities, I'm friend, and that is true. That is very, very true. Ghanaians, baby, go say, oof.
State Ben also one.
Were Maryland sisia. But me
Maryland.
university were Washington. Sisia yeah kasa me were Washington DC. Me were me university sisia. And Maryland. I'm from baby. I'm yejuma Maryland. We were Washington DC. I'm Maryland because of the cost of living. Rent in Maryland is quite accessible, quite affordable. Ebeti Maryland for some time because it's like 40 minutes away from my university.
Wow.
And I had
transport system, no anything.
transport
Bus.
Yeah, bus, more metro. So
So look sharp no page my esa waiting in your also.
Aye. Oh, one year interviews. Oh no, Latin community has we are very strong. One year interviews for nanny jobs.
Okay.
Care of little kids.
Oh, okay. I see. They are make sure so the environment no be person will produce or
Aye.
then why production.
Aye. I say I'm say you know medical service no need boy ding into you be sure you pay with insurance. Me student visa no me wa insurance into make sure say media cover me year so na
Okay.
yeah.
Anyway, Ben, Charlie, we wish you all the best. I mean, that's all passing through SBTV Africa. So I share your experience. I mean, one more person who cheer more. Shout out to me and signing out.
Oh, shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife. Amor, te quiero mucho, ya sabes. Cuando ves es de tu corazón. Y estamos en contacto. Empecé a mentir a mi mami y a mi papá somos Ghana. Mi nyaba Penny o UK. Na mi nyaba Bema, so Ghana. They are backing me with prayers. I'm telling so any Bible any nyama. My family people are me. I down for Ecuador. Yeah, your hustling committee, no. Ejumara, Sule, Alex, Chamoni na. Thanks everybody who always gives me good advice, encouragement. I know. Me that's it.
Benjamin Tamate.
Yes,
Cheko.
Yes, I.
Cheko Tamate Mochum Onu. And that is not passing through SBTV Africa. So we're daily also worldwide. The only internet. I got them the show so there. Star BRB countries no kwa na roko. The countries via info. The Ben one more info. The life started from Ghana. See research. And then I make a no. And being outside the box. Kakra. I make a me say oh nyame de na look at video be me here we say be try na look at business. Me amuntie me yo. I be like some people they be me they know they listen them well. Some people they listen, but it be like they know they listen them well. Me can me show so from day one me started say don't travel. I said my mouth typical example. Cry me say we Ghana Ghana. Utu other places Ghana be now much more outside Ghana. In casa. But if you make all your mind say you don't get the means or only links, only any opportunity be also be reading and writing. But why you are doing in answer be too quiet? According to na maswa and that question. If the travel no come topper, Now why you failed and bisa because in Conformable you won't travel, only means so also we save 5,000, you won't travel. See their mind. How you go take 5,000 travel? So I'm on to me I say. And yes, how 2 coins no why you all be planning, utie bena, all be own struggles and steps, process. That be the best me I go fit tell you. If you listen, it will help you. Opportunity neighbor. So 2 coin you to travel, then go see some. That be where I go fit talk. Madam I say, some show SVTV Africa media had it. Media addition be bremos Opa so ba me show no so bia baby awo bia wo Ghana wo to kwan yo. And numbers the whole screen so bit me WhatsApp me. And as I send me voice note. Madam production team and CDG click Sharon. And I subscribe to your channel where you do videos from videos there also pa kum na share videos no. Make sure say video be at the baby I will be because you don't know where some filler go come from. Madam I say tour
living in Ghana, abroad, a first-timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job, then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.